The Senate has passed a bill for the establishment of a police pension board, a move that would balloon federal government's pension liabilities. With this, the National Pension Commission may have lost the battle over the Nigerian police force agitation for exemption from the contributory pension scheme. The bill excludes the Nigerian police force from the CPS and returns the force to the old defined benefit scheme. On pensions, 5 states in the southwest, 5 in the southeast, 15 in the north, and 2 in the south-south owe their retirees a backlog of accumulated pensions. So I'm throwing all of this before I rise. Business analyst Chika Mbonu joining me live now in the studio to discuss. These are very big stories. So you're the big man to handle these salaries, pensions, and if we can have enough gas to power them up, as it were. Good morning. Let's start with Interbank statement. Okay. You get a cut, I don't get a cut.
I mean, what?
I don't get a haircut.
This is not fair.
What's good for the goods?
This is not fair.
The bank's getting a haircut, we customers don't get.
We have been saying that, as Central Bank of Nigeria had been pushing towards financial inclusion and the movement towards alternative channels, that one of the disincentives has been the high level of charges, especially for those, I use that word not in a bad way, the bottom of the pyramid, who do transactions, lower figure transactions. And we have been asking that these charges should be, reduced or even made zero or nil for a lot of transaction values. Now we go, the banks will get richer. The banks have gotten an increase, made NIBs to reduce the fees, and now we had a won't pass it on to that. I'm sure Central Bank will not allow that to happen. And the Association of Bank Customers shouldn't allow that to happen also. They must pass on some of this to the customers. Because as I said before, it's a disincentive to using the alternative channels.
If you consider the fact that majority of Nigerians are in the savings account, where it's 5,000, 3,000, perhaps there could be waivers for certain threshold. It's not going to be blanket.
Our suggestion was a particular threshold, which analysis will be done. Let it be just free of cost. Yeah. And do recall that for the bond of the bank we analyzed, I think yesterday, they said 96% of the transactions are now pushed towards alternative channels.
That's a whole lot of money.
A lot of money. So, customers must get some benefit from this. And because the volume of transactions, which we know have been in multiples, and I think Central Bank should actually look at this. And
as a form of subsidy.
Yeah. And look at this.
As a form of subsidy.
And try and pass on some of this to the customers.
We need some subsidies as far as transaction fees concerned. But so Innoson is doing well.
Oh, yes.
And I think we need to. Now that some governors are pledging to provide buses to support the full subsidy removal, Innoson is kicking in at the right time.
On this platform, we have said several times that when you look at the budget of the national and the sub-national governments every year, a lot of that goes to motor vehicles and such like. And we said, why go to give great job in Japan or South Korea and so on and so forth when you can patronize our made in Nigerian vehicles? It always gladdens my heart when I come out from a flight in Abuja and I enter those Innoson buses that will take you to the arrival terminals.
Yes.
Done for Nigeria, well done. So again, the compressed gas buses will actually help and move us away from, win us away from the use of petrol. And as we said before, that the unbundling, the deregulation or the removal of fuel subsidy was going to, unbundle so many initiatives in the country. One of them is this gravitation towards compressed gas vehicles, and we hope that this will happen. If the buses are provided and at different routes, that's one of the ways of ameliorating, because the roads will be freer too. And, and a lot of the journeys Nigerians make in the mornings are point to point. You leave your house in the morning by 5 a.m. and get to Marina Car Park and park your car. The next time you enter your car is by 5 p.m. or 6 p.m. And then go home. So why can't you use your bus and come to work? And then, and use that back home. So this is good. And we hope that also that the state governors also start patronizing instead of the convoy of 20 Prado jeeps that we'll see. let it just start being made in Nigerian vehicles. So that the budget that we have stays in Nigeria. If you go to Innoson, it's all blackheads. They're all Nigerians that are there.
If we save money this way, in particular at the subnationals and local government levels, then perhaps we'll be able to pay these gratuitous pensions and unpaid salaries. You're heartbroken, right?
Well, yeah. I think at the early point of the General Muhammad Buhari administration, I hope I'm putting it right. I think he said something, made a statement like, how do people sleep? How do the governors sleep? Knowing that so many people are being owed salaries
and
pensions. And I hasten to say that there may be one or two exceptions of governor at the subnational level, but we know the level of profligacy at those levels. You've seen the convoys of the cars. Literally every governor flies private jet. There's no governor that you get to the terminal, you see all of them private jet. And then for some of them, they'll build airports because they will normally now land in a different state. The next time you hear that ABC state is building airports so that the private jet will land in there.
Right, yes.
So we believe it's so painful that these citizens, so very low salaries, people who have given their service to the country, they're not being paid. Even salaries, pension, I don't know the heart that a lot of these governors have.
One of those who serve the country, whichever way you look at it, is the police. Now, the police want to get exempted from the...
But you see, there are some bills that they will push out sometimes. You're going to wonder...
At the National Assembly.
Yeah. You're going to wonder what's the motive behind those bills. Now, we came from the direct benefit scheme in the past. Do you recall in the past, before the contribution pension scheme came on, Mbonu?
Yes.
A lot of people, a lot of people, in 2004, I think.
Yes.
A lot of people will retire and they don't get their pensions. The money disappears and then they're not funded also. So now the police wants to go back to that scheme. I don't know. See, one of the things they're saying is this, that when I learned that if there's something like an IG or a commissioner of police or even IG leaves, they walk away for pensions about 1.5 million naira, 1 million naira, very low, after how many years of service. But you see, remember the contributory pension is what? 10% minimum for your employer and then 8% for employee.
Yes.
And the base is what? Your salary.
Yes.
So if the police salaries are small, the pension they contribute will be low.
Yes.
So what police should actually do is what? To increase the salary of the police people.
Yes.
So their contribution pension will be what?
Yes.
But pulling it out, when we are trying to reduce government parastatals, establishing a police pension board.
And we've seen police money, we've seen billions of police disappear.
Now, who's going to manage it?
I don't want to use the word disappear. Well, we need to finish this conversation. You've got 4. This is the 4th handshake this week. You got a 5th one tomorrow.
Thank
that
you.
Tomorrow is going to be the TGI.
Thank you. Thank God it's Friday tomorrow.
Chika Mbonu, Arise Business Analyst. You're watching the Global Business Report here on Arise News.